Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Purple Penny coin news video. We're having a busy day yesterday, a quiet day today, but it's giving us a chance to catch up on things that have been going on. The shop is still doing really well. We're super pleased to see our regulars in here every day. It's always nice to have a good conversation about coins, and gosh, there's some smart people that come in here that know a lot of things, so it's good to have people to talk to. Hello Greg, hello Patrick, hi Tony, hi Michael. Hasn't been really many goings on. We're still working through our big old English collection that we bought a few weeks ago. You would have seen a lot of those things going up on the website over the last few days. It turns out there's a lot more English coin collectors than I thought there was, so that's good to know. G'day Tracy, g'day Matthew, g'day Valda, how you going everyone? So let's just jump on to the news of the week. So 2021 baby mint sets and proof sets have arrived. I posted up a short video yesterday just going through those. I think that they're actually quite nice sets. The proof set is, well, it's a proof set. The reverse designs of the $1, the 20 cent and the 5 cent are very cute. I do like the mint set. I like the way that it's packaged. I like that it's slightly different format to the other mint sets, and I think that it's a nice looking thing. So those of you who didn't see it, it's not in the old blister pack anymore. It's in a hard plastic case which you can open up and get at the medallion in there, which you can then have engraved if you're giving it as a gift. And the mint set has the sort of stylized reverse designs of the $1, the 5 cent and the 20 cent as well. Those of you who haven't seen it, the designs are the standard echidna, mob of ruse and platypus design, but reimagined in the form of children's toys, and they're very cute. I think they're quite nice. We still don't have a shipping date on the Firefighter circulation coins and cards. They're the $10 cards that the Mint is making more of. I guess it's good that they're making more of them, but by the time they get here, I suspect that a lot of people would have lost interest in them, but they are still coming, apparently, so we shall see. Just sort of in a bit of market news, Firefighter rolls and Firefighter C Mint marks have settled back down, so, you know, the advice that I give most weeks, which is to not get caught up in the hype, has proven true again. Don't chase after these things immediately after they're released and pay excessive prices. Generally, if you wait, you'll pick them up for lower prices once sellers have basically moved on to the next thing. Now that's not always going to be the case, but certainly in most cases, just sort of taking a breath and waiting a little while will prove to be the best course of action. Firefighter bags and security rolls are still all over Facebook. The prices of those are dropping down as well. So again, if you must have a security roll or a security bag, just don't get caught up in auction hype, and don't worry. There'll be plenty of these around. I should just add, and I should have added this point on here, people bidding on the Aboriginal $2 coins, Aboriginal flag $2 coins out of mint sets, and then bidding them over $30. What are you thinking? You can still buy a set for $30, a whole set of all the coins. Now, we actually cracked open a few sets because they had scratches on some of the other coins, and we've got our $2. I mean, they're all gone now. We had Aboriginal flag $2 coins in the case here for $15, which seems like a reasonable price. You can buy the whole set for $30. So, you know, come on, people, don't get caught up in the hype. G'day, Daryl. G'day, Andrew. Yeah, and that's right, Rob. If you miss out, just wait. Most of the time, you will be okay. Most of the time, you will be okay. You'll be able to pick these things up. I thought I'd just show you. We had a big submission come back from PCGS This week it was mostly notes, mostly world notes actually, but it's been so long since it's been gone because it has been an excessively long time. You know, some good picks were, there's a Coombs Randall $10 note in 58, which is a nice note. This is probably one of my favourites, South African £5, which is from 1947. And VF25, some of these Commonwealth notes are very collectible, so you know, if you can find these things, it's well worth getting them graded to preserve them, and it certainly makes them more saleable internationally as well. PCGS and PMG are recognised as, you know, decent paper money graders, and you know, fiddling with banknotes is, fiddling, by fiddling I mean pressing, washing, trimming, whatever that is, improving them is rife in the banknote industry, and the PCGS graded notes, you know, you've got fairly good assurance that the banknote hasn't been played with, so there's a nice pound in 64 ppq. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of notes in here, including a really good run of Phillips Wheeler Australia and Commonwealth of Australia, all in AU 58 or 63 or 64, so do keep an eye on our website. As always, we try to keep the prices pretty keen on these things so that people can actually afford them. You know, like that'll be, it's a £5 in 40 ppq, that'll be an affordable note for someone who wants one of those to add to their collection. I like PCGS graded notes, I like PMG graded notes, I think it's a good way of collecting notes. So that's news for us this week. So let's just jump to what I want to talk about now. On Tuesday, if you do follow our g'day Andy, it's good to see you watching, mate. On Tuesday, if you do follow our Facebook page, you may have seen a post about me being a bit frustrated about people asking about values for things. And you know, we don't begrudge people asking what their item is worth. I mean, we're supposedly the experts, supposedly, and you know, you I guess it's always easier to just ring someone up and get an answer out of them than to try and work it out yourself. Trouble with that, of course, is that, you know, A, we don't know everything, and B, our time is sometimes limited. If we spent all of our time valuing things that people asked us to be all we do. So, you know, sometimes we just have to say, look, you probably just need to work it out yourself. So how do you work it out yourself? There's a whole list of things there that you can use to try and work out the value of your coin or banknote or whatever it is. So catalogs on website catalogs are the obvious ones to look at. So in Australia, Renex, the old McDonald's, there's token catalogs, there's metal catalogs, there's a whole bunch of printed catalogs around. What's the pluses of catalogs? You know, they're portable, they're easy to understand, it's easy to look things up, and all the information is in one place. The downside of catalogs are that you need to be able to grade, because the catalogs usually include different values for different grades. So if you can't grade, then you're going to find a catalogue hard to use. The other problem with catalogs is that the prices are invariably supplied by someone who probably has some sort of bias, and by bias I mean it's probably someone who is pushing a barrow with regards to what they'd like to sell their inventory for. So often those prices are above what commercial reality is, and you know how much varies from catalogue to catalogue, varies from series to series. So in the Australian banknotes, you know, if you've been active on social media for a while, you'll know that the rule of thumb is the real retail value for a note is half the catalogue value. Now that holds true for some series, but for other things, like the special issue folders that Note Printing Australia put out, often the catalogue values for those are actually under what they sell for. So it's not, there's no hard and fast rule. If you are familiar with Kraus at all, the World Coin Catalogue, There's some countries in there where the prices are ridiculously undervalued, and then there's others where the prices are ridiculously overvalued. Now, again, it's lack of information or bias on behalf of whoever's supplying the values. So catalogues have their place. Obviously, in today's day and age, there's more and more online catalogues that try to tell you what coins are worth. They generally suffer from the same problem that the printed catalogues do. They're a great reference point. They're a great way of looking up information really quickly. So, you know, all coin values and the NGC World Coin Price Guide are the two obvious ones. The prices suffer from the same inaccuracy. The third and fourth items there, asking prices on eBay and asking prices in shops. Asking prices, everyone comes to us with asking prices. I saw this coin, here we go, I saw this coin for sale for $4,000. Where do I get my money? Trouble with asking prices, whether they be in a shop or on eBay, is anyone can ask anything for anything. And this one kind of gets my goat, because people see an asking price and they won't be talked out of it. So asking prices are just that, they're asking prices. Until someone pays the money, it's just a dream, it's just a pipe dream. So what do you need to be looking at? You need to be looking at sold results on online auctions, room auctions, and eBay sold results. That's really the most legitimate source of values for coins and banknotes, sold results. So online auctions, Kearns and those sorts of things, they have online auction results. You can look up Imperial coins, the one up in Queensland. I can never remember if they're Imperial coins or Imperial numismatics. They have online results as well, where you can see what things are sold for. And obviously eBay has online sold results as well. So if you're not familiar with that, if you're using the eBay app on your phone, so eBay app on your phone, when you do a search, I'll just show you here. So we've just done a search for a 1915 florin. Now up in the top right hand side here, there's a little filter icon. You can just click on that or touch your finger on that, and then there's a sold items box that you can check on, and now we can actually see sold results. Okay, they're the results that matter, sold results. Look at sold results for items that are in the same sort of condition as yours, and you'll get some idea of what the real value is. If you're on a computer and you're looking at eBay, sold results is a checkbox down the left hand side of the eBay web page. So eBay sold results are a great place. There are a few provisos around online auctions at the moment, because online auctions are really hot. Lots of people sitting at home, working from home, that are bidding on things that perhaps they shouldn't be bidding on, and as a consequence we get reports all the time of people who participate in online auctions and then come into our shop and see things cheaper in our shelves than what you can buy them for at the online auction. So you just need to be a bit careful with online auctions as well. So Brendan saying $80,000 for a jumbo bag of JC 2019 50-cent rolls. That's the asking price. So, you know, I mean, that's a pretty high asking price for something that we don't really know what the final mintage is yet as well. So yeah, these are the sorts of things that you need to be careful of. Gareth is saying, I'd appreciate you looking at my penny. I tried to do my own research, but prices all over the place, online and guides I found. So yeah, look, Gareth, if you want to pop into the shop, if you're here in Adelaide, and bring your penny, and I'd be happy to have a look at it. If not, you can just send us some pictures through Facebook messaging if you like, or you can just email it through our website. That would be fine as well. Always happy to look at people's coins. So that's values. What's my thing worth? Good question. There's some ways that you can work it out yourself, and you know, if you want an honest answer, you're always welcome to give us a call, but you just have to be aware, A, we've got limited time, B, we can't grade coins over the phone, we can't see them, and C, we don't know everything, so sometimes you need to give us a little while to work it out. Alright, so that's valuing coins. So we'll get off of that and we'll go on to the last item for today, which is star notes. and this comes about because we had a question last week from a couple of scans of some US notes that I posted up, and they were a US $50 and $10 note, I think, and they had a star next to the serial number. So I'm sure you all know enough about banknotes to know that they've all got a serial number on them. In a lot of countries, they have this system called the star note replacement system, and what it is banknotes that are printed with a serial number that has a small star either before the serial number or after the serial number. And these are replacement notes used to replace notes that aren't produced correctly during the banknote production system, and they include a star and the serial number. The USA has been using this system from about 1910, and they still use it today, so you can still find star notes in your change in America. In fact, we've had a gentleman here who lives half of the year in Cambodia, and he has gone and withdrawn US dollars from the bank over there and got whole bundles of dollar star notes over the counter in Cambodia, so that's very interesting. Australia adopted the US system in 1948. Now, why do they do it? They want to replace soiled or faulty or damaged notes to make sure that they produce bundles of even numbers, basically, so it makes the teller's job easier to count up bundles. That's basically the reason why. And in Australia it was used from 1948 to 1972. There were no £10 star notes issued, and no $50 star notes issued. I believe that when the system started, it wasn't supposed to be used on $20 notes, but it did start getting used, and as a consequence, $20 star notes are the hardest ones to find. With regards to signatures, the hardest to find, it pretty much mirrors hard to find signatures for general issue notes. So Coombs Randall stars tend to be the most valuable ones. Popularity of star notes in Australia was begun by a gentleman called Mick Fort Ronald, who you may or may not know. Mick Fort Ronald is a I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get up the pictures of the banknotes here, and I don't have them. No, I don't have the pictures of the banknotes. That's a bit strange. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. Right. Mick Fort Ronald was an ex-policeman, and he used to go around, from Kadina, that's right, Alex. G'day, Alex, by the way. He used to go around to banks all around South Australia and asked to look through bundles of banknotes, and this was in the 70s, and would pull out all of these star notes and keep them for face value. So he had a huge collection of star notes that he sold in the late 80s, and he pretty much single-handedly drove the popularity of star notes here in Australia for through the late 70s and early 80s. So obviously decimal star notes are the easiest ones to find here in Australia. We've had a bit, but that being said, they're not easy to find by any stretch of the imagination. We've been here for 18 months and we've seen 5 in 18 months. That's all we've seen come in through the front door, and we've only bought 1 or 2, I think. So hard to find. Pre-decimal notes, star notes even more so. So, if you want a cheap star note, go buy an American star note, because they, like a $1 star note would be less than $10. So they're the place to get them. I think they're a really interesting thing, and they're an interesting market because they have been disrupted by PCGS graded notes. Low grade star notes used to be, excuse my phone there, used to be more valuable, but the prevalence of getting them graded has meant that we have become aware of how reasonably common lower grade star notes are, and now they can be picked up in sort of VF30 and lower, the sort of more common star notes, for under $300 or $400, or under $500, and obviously there's always going to be a premium on $20 stars and high grade stars as well. So interesting thing to collect. If you can afford it, then get one. Yeah, an Australian one. If you can't afford an Australian one, then look for a American $1 star note on eBay. They are less than $10, so, and it's always nice to have one. So that is it for today. Sorry about that. That's the wrong part, wrong slide. That's what happens when you drive your own software and we don't have a producer. I don't know if anyone has any questions today. Yeah, Purple Penny presents video on the gravy train tomorrow night. I better do a video. Anyone have any suggestions about the video I should do for the gravy train tomorrow night? I usually like to feature a coin. I do have an idea, so I'll knock that out tomorrow. If you're not a member of the gravy train, please do head over there and join up. I'll put a link to their group in the comments once we're done here. Any questions from anyone? No? Alright. Lunchtime. Bye everyone. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you next week.